From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching your hometown information station, CBTV 17.
This week on Council Bluffs News, want to know the inspiration behind Council Bluffs' next big art project? We catch up with the artist. Then a benefit for the Eagles of Honor project. Plus, what makes Iowa Western Community College so unique? Maybe it's all the diverse students. That story and more in this week's Reiver Beat, and all that and more on this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm James Lathrop. If you take a drive through Council Bluffs, it's not hard to miss the new 75-foot-high sculpture soaring over the Broadway Viaduct. On Tuesday, September 11th, we caught up with the artist of this ginormous art project. Some drivers might not realize it, but what they're passing has been dubbed Gateway, a new 50-ton sculpture towering over the Broadway Viaduct. The vision for the project comes from the mind of Ed Carpenter, a Portland-based artist who's been creating public art for almost 40 years. The piece is part of an Iowa West Foundation public art project.
One of the sites that had been identified many years ago, well, a few years ago, by the public art master plan for the city of Council Bluffs was this bridge. And the master planners had understood that there was some potential to have this bridge be special. And so I got involved because of that.
Gateway is made up of a collection of beams reaching towards the sky and intersecting with each other.
And partly it's a question of, well, how can you reach across and do something that is not the typical just archway? So, and it has to be structurally sound. It's 100 feet across, and you end up with something that's very high because you have to clear all the traffic. And so I was just trying for something that's radiant and delicate against the sky, and so that it feels like part of the sky.
Carpenter is hoping the unique design makes the community proud.
And if it's sited properly, and if it's the right scale for its site, then I think it can be effective. And I think it can be something that 50 years from now, people will be careful to support and rise up if somebody tries to tear it out, if it's really successful. And then that's my objective, is to make something that people will love 50 years from now.
Although he designed the piece, Carpenter wants the community to recognize teamwork played an enormous role in the project.
I did this as part of a team, and that there are a lot of people from the Iowa West Foundation, its staff members, its board members, many of their consultants, as well as people from the city of Council Bluffs, people from the Iowa Department of Transportation, and consultants in the engineering firms and landscape architecture firms that have all been working on this together.
A complete success for the meet and greet. Even some of the kids from the Boys and Girls Club of Council Bluffs got to meet the man of the hour and ask him questions about the art and his inspiration for this unique design. Since 2007, the Eagles of Honor project has been spreading its wings into Potawatomi County. 13 cities have their monument, but the county's largest city, Council Bluffs, only halfway there. It's been a long time coming. Council Bluffs has the eagle, but no nest as they await for the building of a monument.
We're around 50%. We're reaching out to the community now, to contractors and people that can do some work with construction end of it, which helps. We won't have to collect as much money that way if we get somebody that can come dig the footings and lay the block and that sort of thing.
Saturday, September 15th, the benefit is held to raise money for the project. The fundraiser presented by the local American Legion Post.
We decided to put on a car show and have a band and just enjoy ourselves. It's a chance for everybody to come out and have a little fun.
Inside, a silent auction. Outside, barbecue and bikes. But the meaning of the event isn't lost on all the fun.
This is a veterans monument. This is to honor all veterans and their families. You know, a lot of times a veteran just goes off to serve the country and their spouses stay home and deal with everyday issues. So this project was started to honor all veterans and their families.
Roger hopes the monument's meaning reflects onto younger people, creating a better understanding for the sacrifices of war.
It seems that they're not aware of some of the past, you know, Pearl Harbor, the different wars, that what some people go off and fight for, you know, your freedom. And to me it's important that that be brought up with the younger generation so they know what this country was founded on and why it's here.
When completed, the 14th monument will be on display at the Rails West Railroad Museum, where so many veterans boarded trains to leave for war. If you'd like more information on the project or to donate to the Eagles of Honor Project, just go to eaglesofhonorproject.com. Keep Council Bluffs healthy. That's the goal of one Council Bluffs business. So on Saturday, September 15th, Grifols Biomat USA held their first Health and Wellness Day. On a normal day at Grifols Biomat USA, this parking lot would be filled with prospective plasma donors. But this day is different.
Today we're having a Health and Wellness Day, just to bring more awareness to the Plasma Center and other health and wellness things that are available throughout the community.
Janet Drake, a medical supervisor at the donation center, says keeping the donors in shape means healthy plasma.
Making sure that our donors are healthy and giving them the opportunity to see what things are available to them throughout the community. Because the plasma goes to sick children and adults, we need to make sure that that product is safe as well as healthy.
And they're doing it in a multitude of ways, some conventional, some bizarre.
Today we've got the mobile mammogram station, we have some natural health food things, we've got a chiropractor that's here, CVS Pharmacy is also with us today. The public health system is with us today.
Cheryl Jordan of Council Bluffs set up a station at the fair for her unique business. She offers senior visiting services.
I found as a CNA that I go in people's homes and they have nobody who comes to visit them. They get kind of lonely. They just want somebody to talk to. So I'm offering visiting services, which would include, you know, whatever they want to do, whether they want to play cards, they want to go, you know, play bingo or something.
Cheryl's services are not limited to games, however. She also provides healthcare assistance.
Personal hygiene, assistance to the bathroom, using bedpan, bathing, care of mouth, skin and hair, ambulation, assistance with eating or feeding.
Iowa Western Community College's nursing department also on hand, teaching Council Bluffs residents the importance of watching their blood pressure.
As far as you know, your heart, your circulation, there's many different things that can go wrong if your blood pressure's off.
The program's involvement is part of a service learning project, teaching students how to interact with people.
I think it's good for us as nurses that we're learning. We need to learn to work with people, work with all different kinds of people in society, and this is a good place to start.
This is the first year for the event, and if you'd like more information on Grifols Biomat and its services, log on to biomatusa.grifols.com. The CB Ambassadors busy last week with a bulk of new businesses to welcome to the Bluffs. If you're a quilter, this one's for you. Cut Up and Quilt officially opened its doors to the public on Saturday, September 15th. The shop carries a multitude of fabrics and supplies for quilting. Cut Up and Quilt is located at 303 Mackenzie Avenue in Council Bluffs. If a cup of joe is more your thing, head over to Metro Crossing's new Starbucks. It's located at 3825 Denmark Drive. We wrap up the ribbon cuttings with Odyssey Hospice. Iowa Spirit's Daniel Johnson brings us the details.
The company is Gentiva Health Services, and we do hospice services within the Council Bluffs area, about a 50-mile radius of the Council Bluffs area. Hospice services are end-of-life services for people that have been diagnosed with a terminal illness and are certified as having 6 months or less life expectancy.
Odyssey has been in the community for a period of time before we opened up our office. We have been serving Southwest Iowa for several years. Hospice is an incredibly important piece of care in a person's life. And a lot of times we kind of shove it to the side because we don't want to pay attention to something that's a little uncomfortable and uneasy and sad. What we do as hospice is we come in and we take all those responsibilities that the families are the caregivers. We want to become the caregiver so they can be the family member. Having the event today was fantastic. Getting everybody to come over and welcome us into the community is fantastic. We feel a very warm welcome from everyone that's been part of today. There's been a lot of support for us.
Coming up after the break, we have the details on what's going on this week in Council Bluffs. Plus, we've got the perfect pet for you.
Mom!
What?
You can't find Ichabod.
What?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent, because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back, and here's what's coming up this week in Council Bluffs. Thursday, September 20th is the Main Street Farmers Market. Come down to the corner of 9th and Main Street in Council Bluffs for fresh fruits, veggies, and other homemade goodies. The market runs from 5 to 8 p.m. Thursday through Sunday is Mountain Man Days at Western Historic Trails Center. The free event runs from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and to 3 p.m. on Sunday. It allows you to live in the moments of these fine outdoorsmen with archery, trapping, and so much more. The Western Historic Trails Center is just off I-80 at exit 1B South. Saturday, September 22nd is National Museum Day. The Rails West Railroad Museum and the Squirrel Cage Jail is offering 2-for-1 admission. Then Saturday night, head down to the 100 block of Broadway for a street dance. The all-ages dance runs from 6 to 10 p.m. There is a $5 cost to enter the beer garden, with all proceeds going to Impact CB. Happening around the same time is Iowa Western Community College's Black Tie Harvest for scholarships, starting at 6 p.m. in Canesville Arena on the campus of IWCC. The cost is $100 and includes dinner and entertainment. For details, call 712-388-7141. Looking to buy a pet but don't know where to start? Adopting a pet might be for you. This way you fill that furry void in your life, and at the same time you're giving an animal in need a loving home. We go now to the Council Bluffs Animal Shelter for this week's Pets of the Week with Mary Jones.
Hi, welcome to the Council Bluffs Animal Shelter. I'm Mary Jones, president and founder of Soulless. Support our local animal shelter. And this is a Spiritu. He is a little 2-year-old Chihuahua mix. He loves to give kisses. He's as sweet as he can be. He's just, he's a real thin little guy right now, but I'm sure you can get him fattened up a little bit. If you're interested in a Spiritu, his file number is 1057. Dogs come in all sizes at the animal shelter, all the way from the little one that we just saw to Marie, who is a Lab Vizsla mix. She's 14 months old. She's already been spayed. She's just a gorgeous, gorgeous dog, very well behaved, current on shots. And she's just waiting for you to come and adopt her. She's a wonderful family dog. Her file number is 1082. For some reason, we seem to have quite a few supersized cats. One of the nicest is Frappadoodle. Frappadoodle is a 2-year-old tortoiseshell in a beautiful medium-length coat. Just a gorgeous, very gentle, very nice, wonderful, wonderful cat. She's just purring up a storm right now. If you're interested in the beautiful Frappadoodle, her file number is 1099. I'm not sure how it happened, but somehow this little girl got the name Boo Boo. She doesn't do any boo-boos. In fact, she's a very good little girl. She's a year old. She's a darling little domestic short hair, loves to have her head scratched and her ears rubbed. She's brown tabby striped on the top and kind of white on the bottom. She's a very good little girl. Will make a wonderful pet for somebody. If you're interested in this darling little boo-boo cat, her file number is 1077.
If you're interested in adopting a pet from the Council Bluffs Animal Shelter, all you have to do is call 712-328-4656. Coming up after the break, we wrap this week's show up with the Reiver Beat. Marie Zeitner brings us the news and events from the campus of Iowa Western.
I'm starving. What's for breakfast?
Guten Tag!
Johannes, Franz!
I bring you arts-enriched Raisinblams, fortified with increased test scores and creative problem-solving skills.
It's good!
And good for you.
Bobby? Susie?
Don't worry, that's just the power of the arts!
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
It's a fair to bring all students together in the Student Center at Iowa Western. Japan, Korea, Puerto Rico, just a few different cultures presented at Diversity Fair for Student Involvement Week.
You don't have to travel around the world to learn about different cultures in different countries. The Iowa Western Diversity Fair showcases organizations from around the community and the college. They come together for a 3-hour event in the Student Center at Iowa Western.
So we have a variety of agencies from the Omaha and Council Bluffs area. I think we also have some from Southwest Iowa. There's one here from Glenwood. We also have international students that have set up informational booths to educate students, faculty, and staff about their country and their culture.
Boys Town, American Red Cross, and Habitat for Humanity talk with students about what they do, and also about how the students can volunteer.
The best way for us to connect students, faculty, and staff is by connecting them with the agencies that are here and the opportunities that are here. So through the volunteer fair, we're able to bring everybody together in one location so that they can make those connections.
Linda Vasquez Evans is needing volunteers for Central Latino, an organization for assisting the Hispanic community.
I mean, there's so much to be done, so hopefully the organization will grow. So I'm excited about it.
And it isn't called the Diversity Fair for no reason. International students set up their own tables to meet new people and to teach them about their cultures.
There's several international students enrolled at Iowa Western. Diversity Fair is a place for these students to bring their home to Iowa.
About 100 international students represent 42 countries, including Japan, Brazil, and Tajikistan. To learn more about events here on the campus of Iowa Western, check out the Iowa Western homepage at iwcc.edu and click on the Campus Events tab. Another diversity fair will be held in the spring.
This event is just one part of the Student Involvement Week. Events for the week run from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Here are other events coming up on the Iowa Western campus. Help set a record for the Reiver Volleyball. Jam the Gym Wednesday, September 19th in Canesville Arena to set an attendance record. Want to get hypnotized? Dr. Jim Wand is coming back to Iowa Western to hypnotize students at the Art Center Tuesday, September 25th from 7 to 9 p.m. And looking for something to do and help out high school students blast off in their careers? Volunteers are needed for the first annual Anti-Gravity Games Saturday, October 6th on campus. Iowa Western and Google are teaming up for the rocket launch contest. To volunteer, contact Stacy Shockey at shockey@iwcc.edu by Wednesday, September 19th. And remember to go to the new Reiver Beat Facebook page and like us. Submit a story idea while you are there.
For the Reiver Beat, I'm Marie Zeidner. See you on campus.
Thanks, Marie, and thank you for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. If you have any questions, comments, or story ideas, all you have to do is email us at cbtv@iwcc.edu, call us at 712-325-3312, or send us a message on Facebook. You can find us at facebook.com/cbtv17. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm James Lathrop. Make it a great day.